Many of us have been studying Bible prophecy for a number of years or even decades, and we're in the habit of paying attention to current events to see if they might play a role in prophecy being fulfilled. For example, there is a tendency to look at a hurricane or a flood or other natural disaster as related to God's judgment during the last days, and perhaps even referring to a specific verse in the Bible. Yet, if we're honest about it, these kind of events do happen quite often, and we simply have no way of knowing whether God deliberately caused it to happen or if we're projecting onto God what we think He caused to happen. But I would suggest that just guessing about when Bible prophecy is fulfilled no longer needs to happen, because we are seeing, right now, one specific prophecy come true before our very eyes. And it keeps coming true over and over again on a daily basis. The prophecy I'm referring to is in Daniel 11:36, and it tells us how the king will do according to his will. We read it as follows in the King James. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself, and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. Now that's the King James translation, and other translations render it as the king shall do as he pleases, such as in the Berean translation and a number of others. We even have the Holman translation telling us that the king will do whatever he wants, which makes it as plain as can be. This prophecy, of course, is talking about the final Antichrist who will come on the scene during the last days. He will be someone who simply doesn't care about the rule of law, but desires to do whatever he pleases. Over the past month, we have seen Donald Trump do exactly this. He has fired FBI officials involved in investigating him in the past. He has pardoned those who rioted at the Capitol primarily because they were his supporters. He has claimed that independent federal agencies were actually not independent after all, and took steps to ensure that he had the ultimate power to choose the people who would run them. He has taken punitive steps to strike back at those who opposed him, often in the most petty ways imaginable, all the while saying whatever he felt like to our allies, no matter how immature and irresponsible. In short, for slightly more than 30 days now, Donald J. Trump has done whatever the hell he has wanted to do, which is exactly how the Antichrist is prophesied to act. And it's happening right in front of us on a daily basis. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, sure, he's doing pretty much what he wants, but a lot of people do that. How can that be a sign that prophecy is being fulfilled? You have to remember that Donald J. Trump isn't like the other people we know. He actually matches how the Bible describes the Antichrist. Let me give you just a few examples. The Bible describes the Antichrist as having the following traits. He is beloved in Israel. He is beloved within the church. He has the mouth of a lion. He is profoundly arrogant. He is stout. He is extraordinarily boastful. He purposely sows discord. He casts truth to the ground. He denies the Father and the Son. He is a vile person. He honors the God of forces in his estate. He is obsessed with gold. He is named the Little Horn. He has a covenant with many. He has the ego to proclaim himself as God. These descriptions, and many more, line up exactly with Donald Trump, and you can find links to a couple of videos below that detail the exact Bible verses involved. The bottom line is that there is no one else on the world scene who matches all of these descriptions for the Antichrist except Donald Trump. And now, he's literally fulfilling another prophecy by doing whatever the hell he wants to do right in front of our eyes. Why don't more Christians care about this? And maybe the answer is that they are less concerned with the kingdom of God than they are the things of this world.